Mojang has removed tons of mobs from Minecraft that I bet you didn't know about. Throughout the years, hundreds of mobs like baby dolphins, killer rabbits, and even another dragon was planned to be added to Minecraft. However, all of them were either rejected, abandoned, or secretly hidden inside the game. Today, I'm going to be explaining all 30 plus removed Minecraft mobs in under 18 minutes. Let's go!
Oh, I got standards, diamond standards, cool and jammer.
The pink wither was an April Fool's mob that looked as if the normal wither was unwillingly forced to listen to 10 hours of non-stop circus music. This goofy version of the wither was first added in Java Edition 2.0 and could be spawned by placing a potted rose on top of pink wool. This wither was also known as the friendly wither because instead of shooting out highly destructive skull emojis, it shoots out a bone meal effect that grows plants and flowers. What's even stranger is that the pink wither also has an abnormal sugar addiction. It will creepily stalk players holding sugar, and feeding it sugar causes it to grow additional heads. So it should definitely seek out some professional help. However, we're just getting started. As the video progresses, these abandoned mobs get more and more peculiar. The in-dev MD3 mobs consists of one of the most bizarre video game groups in history. Steve, Black Steve, Rana, and Beast Boy. Surprisingly, each mob aside from Steve had their own interesting origins. Black Steve is theorized to have been based off the Code Monkeys character Black Steve, who is an interesting character.
I bet you can kick this football really far, Black Steve.
Is that right, Juicy?
Rana was a character created by Mojang artist Doc for his own projects, but was added into Minecraft as a test. The word Rana means frog in Latin, which is probably why she's decked out with the freshest frog drip in the game. Finally, Beast Boy is based on, you won't believe this, Beast Boy, the beloved Fortnite skin, the beloved superhero from the DC comic universe. All 4 in-dev mobs were passive, dropped random items upon death, and just basically nonchalantly walked around the world with absolutely zero purpose in life. Sort of like me. Humans were evil, hostile versions of Steve that would gang up and beat you up together if you press the G button in Minecraft's classic mode. However, what makes them 10 times scarier is their walking animations. The human mobs walked as if they were a 5-year-old child who had just been fed 2 tubs of ultra black monster energy. They also had the brain capacity of a 5-year-old, as they didn't possess the ability to notice dangers, leading to these human mobs occasionally jumping into the void. Something that also makes me want to jump into the void is the 2022 mob vote. We could have gotten the Rascal, a mischievous bandit that gives you cool items when you played hide and seek with it, or the Tough Golem, a literal chiseled Greek god statue that could move items around for you. Instead, we got this elderly underwater Venusaur ripoff that sniffs things.
It's perfect.
And gives you seeds for your absolutely riveting and spine-tingling agricultural farming sessions. Yay. I'm not gonna lie, the mob votes brought plenty of new and amazing mobs into the game. But the dark side is that the Minecraft mob votes also killed off loads of intriguing mobs that we will never get to see in Minecraft. But more on that later. The Nerd Creeper was a mob that was introduced in Mojang's award-winning Minecraft 3D release, also known as their 2019 April Fool's joke. These creeper variants could be spawned by using the cheat code NERD and would drop the tasty 3D item, which would display a high-quality 4K image of the Mojang team if eaten. The killer bunny is a hostile mob that is actually hidden in the game and can only be spawned with commands. If you're in its 16 block radius, the killer bunny will immediately skedaddle to your location and brutally attack you. Apparently, its deadly display of anger management issues is a reference to the killer rabbit of 𝘾𝙊𝙉𝙏𝙀𝙁 from a Monty Python film, where a tiny white rabbit viciously takes the lives of over 50 grown men. However, in the game of Minecraft, the killer bunny also attacks all tamed wolves in the area, So you know what the most optimal solution is. Putting a wolf and killer bunny in the ring for $100,000. 𝘶𝑉 was a blank Minecraft mob that only existed in Minecraft's survival test, but was quickly removed in Alpha 1.2.1. Not much is known about this mysterious mob, but many players speculate that 𝘶𝑉 could have been used as a template for mob development. Other players are a bit more imaginative, with theories of 𝘶𝑉 being the first stage of Herobrine, which could be interesting. What wasn't interesting was the 2021 mob mobs. The three options weren't the greatest. I mean, the glare was an antisocial shrub that could locate dark areas with a light level of 0. The copper golem was a mob that could randomly press buttons, but would slowly oxidize and turn into a chiseled Greek god statue. The mob that ended up winning was the 𝘼𝘊, a flying blue fairy that collects items for you. But I'm gonna be real, I can name more countries in the southern hemisphere than I can name a single time I've used an 𝘼𝘊 in Minecraft. And I have American education, so that's saying a lot.
Is it South Africa?
No.
Currently, there are 12 different variants of cats in the game, from Persian to British Shorthair to Tuxedo. However, there is also a secret grey tabby cat variant that is hidden away inside the default Minecraft resource pack, yet it is never used and cannot be spawned in-game. No one knows why this 12th unused cat variant hasn't been added into the game, which is disappointing, especially to grey tabby cat owners like myself. The Elder Guardian Ghost is another unused mob that was added in beta 1.13. However, you can actually spawn this mob in the game, and it basically unwillingly drowns itself all the way until it reaches the void when you spawn it in water. However, what's even weirder is that spawning an Elder Guardian Ghost outside of water causes it to turn into a spiky, depressed looking balloon as it continues to ascend until it reaches the planes of higher existence. But if you think this mob is crazy, wait till you see the rest. 𝘾𝙊𝙉𝙉𝙏𝙀𝙁, who is a game developer at Mojang, is also the name of a comically large wither mob that is hidden behind a Minecraft command. What's strange though is that this wither's hitbox is actually invisible, flipped upside down, and hidden under the giant wither, meaning 𝘾𝙁𝙉 is sort of just like a projection of a normal wither, so technically this isn't even a removed mob. The 2020 mob vote included some of the most useless mobs in the game, such as the 𝘾𝙊𝙉𝙉𝙉, which would interact with bees in some way, and the glow squid, which was basically just a fluorescent version of a normal squid. The last mob, the 𝘼𝐿𝑗, was actually interesting because it would chuck literal chunks of ice at you, which sounds like an extremely fun and casual activity during a nice relaxing mountain climb. Unfortunately though, we'll never get to experience that as the RGB light up squid won the 2020 mob vote due to a teensy-weensy amount of electoral fraud. However, what's not so teensy-weensy is this next mob, the giant. At a whopping 12 blocks tall, the giant is 6 times the size of a normal zombie and has absolutely 0 AI. That means that there's not a single thought at all behind those opaque black eyes. The love golem is a passive mob that was introduced in the Love and Hugs April Fool's update. They were spawned into the game like regular iron golems, but were completely passive, meaning they didn't commit assault and battery on you for lightly tapping a villager. According to the Minecraft wiki, the love golem was a manifestation of the villager's love, sort of like how this lovely handmade heart that I spent 100 days building is obviously a manifestation of my love for you. If you simply press that subscribe button. The 𝘾𝙊𝙉𝙉𝙁 has 5 different color variants, including an extremely rare 0.083% chance of getting a blue mutation. However, you also have a whopping 0% chance of getting the green axolotl, even though a portion of the Minecraft live trailer clearly features a green axolotl during the video. Unfortunately, since then, there has been no discovery of the green axolotl in the game files. What makes this mob even stranger is that Agnes, one of the developers at Mojang, gave a very cryptic response when asked about the green axolotl.
What happened to the green axolotl? It's the only one not in the game but was shown in Minecon.
Yes,
I'm not sure I can answer that right now. I'm sorry.
The 2019 biome vote allowed players to choose between 3 different biomes, including the Badlands, swamps, and mountains. Although the frogs and the goats from the last 2 biomes are currently in the game, the vulture, a flying bird mob that is drawn to loot, was never added into the game. However, looking at the trends from the other mobs in the biome vote, it may be possible for the vulture to come to Minecraft in a future update. The smiling creeper is also a part of the 2015 April Fool's update and is basically just a very wholesome and happy creeper. Funnily enough, they don't hurt or cause any damage upon explosion and drop poppies after they die. The debate between whether Minecraft Java or Bedrock Edition is better has been a controversial topic for thousands of years. And unfortunately for avid Java enthusiasts, the Bedrock Edition of Minecraft does have an exclusive, the baby dolphin. None of my research has said why?
It was truly more sus than a character from Among Us.
So my only theory, which is extremely plausible and 100% correct, is that the person responsible for the creation of the baby dolphin has an undeniable rampant hatred for every single individual Java player in the world. Case closed. However, the mobs get even crazier from here. Minecraft's 2013 April Fool's joke, Java Edition 2.0, introduced diamond chickens, which looked like the result of Sonic the Hedgehog breeding with chickens. They had a rare 7% chance of spawning and laid diamonds and lapis instead of normal eggs. For some reason, they also had a 5% chance of exploding every time they laid an item, so I guess they could double as creepers as well. In 2017, the in-person Minecon Earth event featured long awkward silence.
It's really nice to have an actual coder up on stage, somebody that's all about the ones and zeros, my man.
Well, I'm actually the creative director. I'm a creative just like you.
Wow, that's amazing. We have something in common.
A Minecraft musical,
Which has a new feature called Trident with loyalty enchantment, where the trident is really a boomerang.
and of course, a new mob vote. Within the event, the Minecraft community was presented with 4 options: the monster of the ocean depths, the phantom, the great hunger, and the hovering inferno. The first mob, the monster of the ocean depths, otherwise known as the barnacle, was a creature that uses its large mouth to move through the ocean. It also sucked players down using its tentacle. Mojang developer 𝘾𝙊𝙉𝙉𝙏𝙀𝙁 stated that the community should vote for the barnacle, as
the oceans currently don't have that much content, and it would make it more exciting when traveling from island to island.
it was the first mob to be eliminated, which is actually one of the smartest moves the Minecraft community has ever made, as this mob's only purpose would be to significantly amplify my thalassophobia. Now, logically speaking, out of the next 3 options, in my professional and 100% correct opinion, the hovering inferno seemed to be the best fit. This mob was basically a Giga Chad version of the regular Blaze, featuring shields and a shockwave attack. Now, the hovering inferno was great because it would bring new ways for players to get blaze rods, while also acting like a mini-boss, which would make the nether way more fun and exciting. It was promptly eliminated in the second round. Alright, so we have 2 mobs left, and although this mob is no Giga Chad, the Great Hunger was a great backup option, as it had
A huge mouth and a great appetite for enchanting powers.
which basically means it had the ability to add, or more importantly, remove enchantments from items. This Walmart version of a hungry hippo sounds pretty useless nowadays due to this block, but since the grindstone didn't exist, the Great Hunger made a lot more sense back in 2017. It also got eliminated. Instead, the combined brain power of the 2017 Minecraft community chose the Monster of the Skies, arguably one of the most insane, idiotic, and rage-inducing additions to the game within the entire lifespan of Minecraft.
Is that a dinosaur?
If you don't sleep for 3 in-game days, which translates to only about an hour of in-real-life gameplay, these flying menaces would spawn and start ramming their knuckleheads into you at Mach 20 speeds. This got so annoying that even Dream had to disable phantoms on the Dream SMP. The horse and pony were additional joke mobs added to the Java Edition 2.0 update, and was basically a cow cosplaying as a horse and a pig cosplaying as a pony. During this time, horses and ponies were completely non-existent in the game, but were actually added a couple months after in the 1.6 horse update. Minecraft China Edition also had its own mob vote, featuring a white dolphin, a white-lipped deer, a golden monkey, an alligator who's definitely seen too much, and Po from Kung Fu Panda. I can't believe they actually made him in real life. It seems like the panda won by a landslide, although many people have said that the vote actually had no impact on whether pandas were being added into the game or not, so I guess this mob vote was just an illusion of choice. The redstone bug was the final mob of the Java Edition 2.0 update, and had a 1% chance of spawning on redstone wires. However, every new redstone bug that spawns increases the spawn rate by 5%, meaning that a single wiggly red pest could end up turning into something that looked like the inside of your blood vessels. Surprisingly, there was actually one final unofficial mob vote in 2016 between the llama and alpaca.
Oh, Agnes! Twitter has decided, llamas it is. You know what to do.
Now, I'm not gonna lie, I thought llamas and alpacas were the same animal for the entirety of my life, so this is definitely a momentous revelation. I'm assuming the mob vote was made because the mobs just looked so similar to each other. Now, this final removed mob is very mystical, with plenty of perplexing theories about it written by players, and history of this mob dating way back to when Notch, the creator of Minecraft, was still on the Mojang team. Of course, we're talking about the Red Dragon. Wait, that's the wrong image. According to Notch, this crimson flying beast was supposed to be a less dangerous dragon that wouldn't destroy any blocks, and actually featured the ability to land. It was supposed to be added into the game by Notch, but seemed to be put on hold after Mojang was bought out by Microsoft. Over the years, developers such as Jeb and Dinnerbone have hinted at the revival of the Lost Dragon, but so far we haven't gotten a single pixel of the Red Dragon in Minecraft. Until now. After thousands of hours of research and scrambling through countless lines of code, we finally found real, tangible proof of a red dragon existing in vanilla Minecraft. You see, players made the groundbreaking discovery that if you obtain blaze rods and ender pearls, find the stronghold, and then teleport into the end, you'll discover the real red dragon if you punch the ender dragon for like a split second. If you enjoyed this video, you should watch this video here. It's where I explain all 30+ unwritten rules of Minecraft. I think you'll like it. Okay, love you, bye.